like a boss.
This is how men want you to text them, all right? And when I say this is how men want you to text them, we're not talking about the male ego. We're not talking about what he wants in his imagination. In other words, there is what you want, and there is what you think you want. You see? So the reason why is because of this. Guys want you to completely give in to them.
And don't forget, hit the like button and smash the subscribe button and the notification. A lot of you guys are watching these videos and are not subscribed. That hurts my feelings. So hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification, or I'm closing the channel.
They want you to show them completely how much you like them. The thing is that they also want to desire you. They also want to value you. But you can't have both. You can't have it where you're completely adoring him, and at the same time he fears losing you, because him valuing you means that he fears losing you. You don't fear losing something that you don't value. You only fear losing whatever you value. That doesn't mean that the one thing that you don't fear losing is not valuable. It just might mean that you have the wrong perspective. It's like our parents. We don't fear losing our parents because we think we're never going to lose them until they die, and then suddenly their value rises, right? So that's what we're talking about. It's not that the guy wants you, but that the guy wants you, but at the same time they want to have you, but the thing is that by having you could potentially mean that he's better than you. So it's kind of like, so what we're going to talk about is how to have that balance where you make them want you, but at the same time you sort of don't make them too feminine, right? Because when I teach about texting guys, it could potentially make them so needy that you lose interest, right? Like my tactics could potentially work so good that you lose interest. So we're gonna talk about that, right? By the way, people, I'm going to Amsterdam, Berlin, and London in a month and a half. So you'll see where I'm going to be going right here, and see you guys there. And yeah, so look, ladies, there are a few rules I want you guys to follow when it comes to texting guys, right? The first rule is this, right? What I want you to get in the habit of is this: don't let them see Don't let them see how you really feel about them, because your emotions are the things that will betray you. When you like the guy, you're just so emotional, like you're so happy that you don't notice how you're coming across, right? So what you got to do then is to have rules in your head so that your emotions don't completely take over you, like having guidelines so you can think a little bit more rational. So the first guideline is this: the biggest problem is how fast you text back, right? So the first one is, the first text of the day. Anytime he texts you, the first text take 2 to 3 hours to respond. The first text, right? Do this for the first month, just for the first month at the least, right? Because the problem is when you respond too quick, it does matter. I don't care what people tell you. That does matter. When somebody responds to you quickly, it communicates that you don't have that many options. Is it true or not? Doesn't matter if it's true or not. But that's the impression that people get. You can't deny human nature, right? So that's the first thing. The first text of the day take 2 to 3 hours to respond, because you want to create anxiety. You want him to say, fuck, here comes another one who's hard to get. You know? So that's the first thing. 2 or 3 hours to respond to the first text. After that, you go back and forth, taking at least 5 minutes to respond, right? 5 to 10 minutes, or 5 to 10 minutes, and sometimes 15 to 20 minutes. The point is that take between 5 to 20 minutes to respond 3 or 4 times, right? After 3 or 4 times, you go back to 1 or 2 hours, right? So what you're doing here is that you're creating unpredictability, you know, and also you don't want him to predict you. You don't want him to feel like he knows exactly what you're gonna do next, and that also extends to texting. Right, so one day you take 1 or 2 hours, right, for the first text, and then once every 5 days you take 3 or 4 hours, 5 hours. You keep that, you keep that variation going, right? After that is you never double text. Above all things, you never double text, all right? The next thing is, in the beginning, no LOLs or ha-has, right? Use an LOL and ha-ha from from time to time. Like when you're noticing, like when he does something. For example, I don't send LOLs and ha-has at all, unless the girl texts me back and say, "Hey, I had a great time. Thank you so much. Yeah, no problem. Me too. Smiley face." Or yeah, no problem. Like I'll give extra. I'll send extra LOLs or ha-has when I see that the girl does something of investment, right? Yo, like for example, yo, thank you for paying that drink, or thank you for the drink, smiley face, right? Only do that when he does something good. So don't just send smiley face and ha-has. Hey, how are you? Haha. Out of, like, randomly like that, right? Use it when you're noticing that he is investing. Like, oh, let's say he double texts you, right? Send a LOL. Say, hey, if he says, hey, where are you? Like, as a double text, you say, hey, sorry, LOL, I was busy, right? Like this only works when you barely use it. You see what I'm saying? Because people notice that you don't use the LOLs and ha-has. They notice it because they notice that your text messages are a little cold, right? Makes me wonder. All right. So that's one thing. After that, I generally don't recommend you guys using emojis. Emojis when you text a dude, right? But generally though, I don't recommend it, but just don't do it in the beginning. That's what we're saying. Don't do it in the beginning. All right. Because in the beginning, you want him to feel like you don't want him to have a feeling of where he stands, right? So when you text a guy and your text messages are fast and full of emotion, you're pretty much telling him that you like him, right? The only thing you want him to feel like you like him, not because of your text messages, but because you're showing up to the date. That's your indicator of interest. It's not that you say you like him. No, it's that you show up to the date. You go home. I'm not saying to go home with him, but I'm just saying your actions speak more than your words. Stop trying to speak through your text. Let your actions. You say, "Oh, he's gonna think I don't like him." Just say yes to the date, and that's all he needs to know. He does not need to hear you do a speech about how great he is. Just if he needs more, then you. If he has a problem with the fact that you're not giving him, more attention, then you know what? I think it's best that you keep moving. You see what I'm saying? All right, ladies. So finally, I have released my second course for women, which is natural chemistry. This course is a 5-week course. 5-week course where every week you're gonna get a new set of videos based on specific issues. This course is all about how to create and maintain the attraction in any man. This will help you create love. This will help you deepen the love with your man. This is not about manipulation. This is not about playing games. This is genuine, natural chemistry. No more short-term partners. No more being fooled. Why? Because I will reveal to you not only how to create attraction in the first week, but also how to understand male nature, how to understand their tricks, how to prevent from being too attached, signs that he's the wrong guy, signs that he's a narcissist, signs that he's a mama's boy, signs that he's an emotionally available guy, emotionally unavailable guy. We go over everything. We go over this third week, setting boundaries. We go over the third week, controlling your emotions, right? Setting boundaries, fourth week. Fifth week, embracing your masculine and the feminine, right? And on top of that, I have over 10 different bonuses. 10 different bonuses, my Lord have mercy, right? With a money back guarantee. The bonus are: 1, the natural chemistry, over 10 hours of content, right? The breakup formula, how to deal with a breakup, right? The connecting with your man, right? Establishing a life of abundance, social mastery, understanding your dark side, the goal setting seminar, which is about how to set and achieve goals, practical mastery that will teach you how to master anything, the laws of human nature. I have a book club for the laws of human nature with over 4 hours of content, right? The transformational seminar in a pocket, which is my mindfulness seminar, and the Chase audiobook. This originally is $1,800, but you get it starting at $97, ladies and gentlemen, right? $97. We have different packages, but all of this starts at $97. And you know what? You can check it out for free if you want. Yeah, for all the freeloaders, I have free videos just for you. free videos, all right? So you could just check it out for free and then you could get out. Nothing wrong with that, all right? So, and on top of that, it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked. That's right. No questions asked. I don't mind. I just want you guys to check it out because I know when you take one look, you're going to want to buy it. I can promise you. Just like my other course, the psychological game of attraction, it was a hit. You're gonna love this one. This one is not about manipulation. This is genuine natural chemistry. Order it now. All right. I'll see you guys inside. Peace out.